Yo, what's up guys? It's the Elephant and I am going to be beating the Rear-Wheel Drive Pro Tour Japan Pro Tour Tune-Up Challenge thingy. So this is for the final going on and I am speaking over it. So this video recording has already happened because it was a very long video that took me a very long time. So I am actually speaking over it in present, future tense, I guess, depending on when this was recorded. So I already know what happens, but I'm commentating over it because this was a pretty interesting tune-up challenge. But yeah, the rounds I edited it a bit, so otherwise the video would have been like 30 minutes long. But I shortened it quite a bit, so you don't have to see me make my hands. It's just the hands then in the event, so you guys can still get help with it. And first off, the first beginning rounds were pretty easy. I didn't really struggle too much with these, but eventually as we get further on in the video, the rounds will get tough. Probably, well, actually very tough. So this one I had to switch up my hand just a tiny bit, but didn't really have to do much, didn't have to upgrade anything, just had to throw in some pretty strong cars for wet stuff. But yeah, we're chilling, 416 to 0. Next race now, this is where it got a bit more interesting, got into the rare territory. That's where it got pretty interesting with what cars I'd be going up against, like on that hill climb right there. Except I'll actually probably just switch around the cars, because I'll just put my faster to 0 to 60 car on that hill climb. And we should be chilling now, because this first race will be a win. Then this second race will also pretty easily be a win, I assume. Yep, looks like it. The next race now, well, I kind of already know I win all these races, so I don't really need to say any of that, like, oh, this might be a win. Well, it is. All these races will be wins. I think maybe at the very end there's one that I think I lose. But yeah, right now though, we are getting the wins. This is the hand that I used, and this hand worked pretty well. I think it worked for a few rounds. That Miata was staying right next to our Silvia, but the Silvia did have the better top speed, so I was able to sneak away a bit. Now this one is for the aluminum pack. It's kind of just an aluminum pack, so there's nothing really too special about it, but we should be good. I always think that Skyline RSX has good MRA, but it doesn't. I have one maxed and it doesn't have any MRA, but it just seems like the car that would have like surprisingly good MRA. However, it does not. Okay, aluminum. And, oh, okay, I'll take it. RQ48, so pretty nice from an aluminum pack to get some free fuse, which I'll probably end up selling. But yeah, ignore that. Let's go on to the next race now. Number 7. And so far, still looking pretty easy. Glad I maxed out the BBR Turbo finally. I've had it maxed for maybe a few weeks now, but I've had it stocked for so long in my garage, so really having it maxed for a few weeks isn't much of a compliment to it. This round now was a bit interesting with the rain again, because I don't have any of the super rare rear-wheel drive standard tire cars maxed that are JPT rear-wheel drive. That was a mouthful. But yeah, that was a lot of words. But still, I don't have any of them maxed. So the rain was a bit interesting then, because I had to go very top-heavy then with my performance tire cars to be able to beat the other stuff. And luckily the Miata was able to beat the Q50 right here. That was a bit scary. This one was also a bit interesting because the Infiniti does have standard tires, but our RX-7 just accelerates so fast that the Infiniti wasn't able to catch it. Onto this round now, it was all dry again, so I didn't really have any issues. The two city streets were a bit sketchy, but we were okay anyway. And I assume that BRZ will win against the Miata because it's one higher RQ and they have basically the same stats. So we should probably win that race anyway, because that means we probably have a slight MRA advantage against it. Otherwise, the BRZ would be the same RQ as that Miata. Or Hutch is just pulling a Hutch logic moment. But yeah, see, even the Miata has higher top speed, but we still beat it. And then this one's a win because we are maxed. Theirs isn't. There's the stock. And then the right here, we win because ours is maxed. Theirs is 2-star. So, very nice. Japanese collection is not doing too bad right now. Now, if the update wasn't a JPT update, I'd probably be struggling a lot in this event because my Japan hand is used to be garbage. Now it's amazing. It's probably the best area in my garage is my Japanese hand now. Used to be my worst, now it's my best. From one update, pretty much. And so yeah, getting through this round now, this doesn't seem too much of an issue. Beating the 332 spec Silvia. Then this should be a win, which it is. Nice. The C2R2 Max is such an amazing RQ saver. RX-8 wins here as well. And this last race will also be a win because of the little 0 to 60 boost at the end. So there we go. 2 rounds until we get to the ceramic pack. And now this was a round I was struggling on, and I didn't actually realize I would win it when I started recording. But I did. Don't really remember what happened in that round, but I beat it. That's the hand I was using, and now this is the next hand. So yeah, I kind of forgot to record that round, but that's because I was stuck on it for a while. And that's usually what happens when I'm stuck on a round for a while. I'll find some random bullcrap way to beat it. Oh wait, that's what it was. That was the glitched round. Not the glitched round, but that was the round where Hutch made it actually physically impossible. There was no possible way to beat it. Because they had a four-wheel drive standard tires of the one car. The Nissan Tesla, I think it is. I don't know, it's the one like RQ44 super rare that has four-wheel drive standard tires that was super useful in like a crap ton of events. And you couldn't beat that. The only car that you could beat that was with the Mazda Cosmo, and that was way too much RQ, so you couldn't win any of the other races. But luckily they switched it to the Miata, so I was able to beat that round then. This round was pretty easy, so didn't have any issues with that. And now we can get a ceramic pack, so hopefully we can get something nice from this pack to help from the struggle of that round. Not the last round, but the round before that with the broken stuff. Nope, it's a Nissan SEMA. I've already got one locked and at 1 star. Okay, this round now. This round wasn't too much of an issue. I just had to grab a second medium car. Luckily I have that G35, which is also an amazing car, which I would definitely recommend keeping because it beats the Mazda Cosmo on the fast circuit. And it's also just useful, but it beats the Mazda Cosmo on the fast circuit, which is pretty cool because it has 5 less handling. And it actually has a bit of an MRA boost compared to other standard tire cars, so that's where it's actually pretty useful then. And it's got the medium ground clearance, unlike the convertible, the G37 I think is what it is. This one, the G35, has the medium ground clearance. As you can see, it passes the Furai and wins. So I'd say it's a pretty useful one to keep. I've actually gotten a lot of use out of it, as you can see right there too. I got to use it again. I use it a crap ton in clubs, and it's also been pretty useful in events sometimes. Okay, round 14 now. This one also wasn't too much of an issue. Took me 2 attempts because I lost on the Ocean City Streets, I think. Yeah, I lost on the Ocean City Streets because I used a 1-star rear-wheel drive standard tires super rare, and it lost to the maxed out rare. So yeah, but it's okay because it's Ocean City Streets, so all you need is a car good 0 to 60 and standard tires don't matter. As you can see, my Q50S runs away and actually gets 2 bonus points as well to go along with it. Then our Miata luckily wins here. 2 through 3 spec cars are always sometimes scary because you never know if they'll pull out a random bullcrap win. And the 300ZX wins here because we are 323 spec. Or no, because we have better MRA, not 323 spec. Now this round is the round where I had trouble. And as you'll see right here, they put a Nissan Silvia on the, the Twisty Road gravel. And the thing is with that Silvia, there's only 2 cars that can beat it. That same Silvia and the other rear-wheel drive off-road tires car that was added in JPT, that's ultra rare. And the issue is I don't have either of those. So I had no possible way of winning against that race. And I had the Q60 Black S right there, which got 110 bonus points, which isn't enough, because I needed 300. And also to add on top of it, my Miata lost as well, so I can't really RQ save. So, then I was sad. So then I tried to do a clutch up Japanese pack, maybe I'll pull one of the 2 cars I need. Very stupid idea, there's definitely very low chances on getting that to happen, and as you see, I didn't get the car. So you're probably wondering, why is the video still going? Well, I found a way around it, using a crap ton of RQ in 2 spots, and going very low in the other spots. And you'll see right here, the Miata clutches up, loses by only 66 against the rally car. And then I use the Furai right here, gets 99, which is like, oh, that's not very many. Well, then you see right here, the BRZ actually beats the Sylvie on the slalom test. And you're like, well, that's still not enough points. Well, then I 2-3-2'd my Infiniti Q60 Black S, got 120 points. And now this last race, I maxed out this Nissan Leopard just for this race. And it's pretty close. It's a pretty close race against the Arcstone Spirit R, but we do win. So yeah, I got past that round, and hopefully we can keep going the rest of the way. Well, as I said before, I do make it the rest of the way. But yeah, that round was a struggle. Like, I had to put 2 fuses into my Q60 Black S, and I had to max out this Nissan Leopard. But I kind of like this Nissan Leopard. I wanted to max it out, and it gave me an excuse to max it out because I had it in my fuse pile. But I saw someone using it in clubs, which made me want to use it then. So yeah, glad to have it maxed out now. I didn't really mind maxing out that car. And, I mean, it did good. It won the race that I needed it to win. So yeah, definitely happy about that. And happy that I was able to find a workaround to that race. Because that would have been sad. I was actually pretty sad yesterday when I couldn't figure that out. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I bet I can find a workaround around this. And the Miata only lost by 66, which was very nice. On to round 17 now. This round was, I mean, I kind of just forgot I had the car. You can see on that first race, I think that's the Q60 hybrid. It's the Q70 hybrid. I was off by 10. So yeah, I kind of forgot that the Q70 hybrid existed, and I had it maxed in my garage, so I lost one race in that one. And this last race now is pretty easy, because we've got all the right cars, and it's not in rain. So we are definitely chilling on this one, and we'll be getting our carbon fibers. So, will the carbon fiber be worth the effort? Usually it's no, but we can see there's still some very nice cars I'd like from this pack, like a Legendary, or any of the high tier epics that I don't own. I'd even take a second Q60 Black S, which I'd 233, because a 233 spec would be good, because I think I'm going to 332 this one, because it's an amazing Japanese dragster. It beats the Nissan GTRs on the drags, so yeah, that's probably why I'll 332 it then, because it's an epic. The GTRs are very high RQ, fast 0 to 60 cars, but they don't win the long drags then. So let's see what we can get from this carbon fiber. Azure, Sylvia, Nissan, and it's a car. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye.